Hello everyone, my name is Griffin and we are back with another reaction video. We are once again reacting to The Dadvocate, Womansplaining Men to Women Compilation 18 to 23. Let's get right into this and see what womansplaining she's doing this time.
Womansplaining Male Behaviors to Women Part 20. Does he leave nasty dishes sitting in the sink full of water and tell you that he's just letting them soak?
Okay, so Shakir just got some food, and it looks really good. But he's being really stingy and doesn't want to give me any.
Come on, man, you like my food, man.
So can I have some?
No. That smile.
I'm fucking done with you, bro. You fucking bitch, bro.
Are you
Okay. I feel this man's pain. I really do. Honestly, I would have been pissed. I hate that there are women out there who think it's cute or okay to do something like this and then get upset when their man gets upset for what they have done to their food. How do you think it's cute or okay to do this fucking shit? Like in one instance, like if your boyfriend goes to get food, he asks you if you want anything, you say no. And if he comes back with food and you don't get anything, and he starts eating his food and he won't give you any, you have no right to complain. You said no, you didn't want anything. Men don't like or work on hints, clues, or some stupid mind game shit like that. If you want something when we ask, say it. Don't expect us. I mean, sometimes, yes, men will get you something without you asking or anything like that. But most of the time, don't expect them to read your mind. Doing shit like this will piss your guy off. And if you piss him off doing this stuff, you have no right to complain or be mad about it. Because it is your own stupidity that caused it.
serious? Are you serious?
Nope, hell no. She just took that way too far. Look, there are 3 things that belong to a man that you cannot touch. His partner, his money, and his food. And this is not a Venn diagram, okay? Just because you are his partner does not entitle you to the other 2. And look, we've all been in that situation where our man orders something different from us and it looks so good and you want to try a little bit, so you ask. That is very, very different than putting your nasty doo-doo fingers all over his stuff before he can even smell it.
Yeah, the thing is, if you want something of his, like his food, for instance, like if you're going to a restaurant and you order your own food and he orders something different and it looks good, and like you want to give it a try to see if you like it, ask him. 9 times out of 10, he will gladly let you try it. Try what he has to see if you like it. He will let you. 9 times out of 10, he will let you. Because he loves you and he feels like, hey, maybe she'll like this. Let's let her try some. If she asks, you cannot expect your man to give you his stuff. It does not work like that.
Did you hear that banging at the end?
Are you serious?
That was him throwing away the food. He was so upset. That hurt to watch.
He probably worked all day and came home and was waiting for that meal, only to have it fucking ruined.
And look, I went full detective on this video. I put my eyes all over it, okay? All right, this part of the clip right here. What do you see? Another box. Meaning, he probably got her own damn food, and she's the one being selfish and greedy, trying to get more. Or devil's avocado, very unlikely given how hungry my boy looks in this video. Or maybe that was his second box, and he did order both for himself. Guess what? He's a grown man. He's entitled to ordering 2 boxes of food for himself without having to worry about your doo-doo fingers going on it. And guess what else? You're a grown woman. Stop acting like you don't know how to order food. If you're hungry, say it with your chest. Quit doing this thing where you go to the restaurant and you order a salad, and you're gonna stay skinny, and then you keep eating half the fries and half his burger off his plate anyway. Girl, I know you got Uber, DoorDash, and Instacart on your phone right now. You probably got a cute little decorated folder for
That food looked good too. Most of the stuff on there I probably wouldn't like, but it looked good. I just got done eating a plate of pizza rolls, and it makes me want to have it because it looked good.
and everything, okay? Men love hungry women, okay? Quit faking it. And Shakir, if you are watching this, dinner's on me and the council. Womansplaining Male Behaviors to Women, Part 20. Does he leave nasty dishes sitting in the sink full of water and tell you that he's just letting them soak? Is he trying to get out of doing the dishes? Is there any science behind this?
Okay, here's the thing. I'd say probably 98, 99% of the time, we are actually letting them soak because we don't want to, sit there for 20 minutes trying to scrub something off that could easily, if you let it soak, and a little bit later, it'll just fall right off. We let it soak because at that point, after soaking for a little bit, it makes it easier to clean the stuff that has been caked on there. Now, normally when you're done with something, you should just rinse it off and stuff like that so it's easier to clean so you don't have to let anything soak. But if that didn't happen, there are things you can just let soak for a little bit, and then after you take it out of the water, it either falls right off the bowl, plate, spoon, whatever it's soaking, and it's easier to clean and then or put in the dishwasher. There is an actual legitimate reason to let dishes soak. Now, to anyone says, no, that's not true, there's no reason. Yes, there is. It is a fact. There's a legitimate reason to let some dishes soak. I do it. I have some dishes soaking in the sink right now.
Is it just because he hates you and is trying to weaponize his incompetence against you? Yes, yes, and no. First of all, if a man is doing something on purpose just to drive you crazy, you'll know because he won't be able to stop laughing. So this isn't it. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. if your man is doing something and you get annoyed by it and he starts laughing, you should know he's doing it just to mess with you because we think it's hilarious.
He doesn't want to do the dishes. No one wants to do the dishes. And yes, there's a science behind it, which makes doing the dishes easier on him. Hence why he does it. There are actually two mathematical factors that play into this maneuver. The first is path of least resistance, and the second is order of operations. Path of least resistance comes into play because when you allow the dishes to soak in the water, it gives the water enough time to penetrate the food, break it down, and reduce its ability to stain the cookware. It's also way easier to scrub off at that point. We also see a more formidable order of operations because instead of cook food, desperately attempt to scrub the food off without any time to soak, then finally eat dinner after the food is already cooled down just to do the dishes again later after dinner, we see cook food, start the soak, eat the hot dinner with your family, enjoy some time in the evening with your family, then do the pans at the same time as all the other dishes later. Now, there's a time limit. You can't let it go on for days or else it's going to start growing like microbes and shit, but I think we've all seen.
Yeah, and the water will start to stagnate and you'll get some sort of funky smell that's coming off the shit too. So I'd say probably let it soak, depending on how crusted on or caked on some of the stuff is with like pans or plates or something like that. I'd say let it soak anywhere from, I'd say, a half hour to maybe a couple of hours, and it'll be good. Just take it out, rinse it off. If it looks like like the water is not pushing it off, give it a little scrub and then it'll be fine. So yeah, it's just at maximum just a few hours soak and it should be good to go.
In a cookware where when we're done cooking with it, we're like, this is going to need an old priest and a new priest. And
yeah, and like I said earlier, like the best thing to do is to, after you're done eating, don't let the dishes sit there. Rinse it off, because most of the time, if you rinse off the dishes, nothing will be caked on or crusted on or anything. It'll just be an easy rinse. You can put it in the dishwasher and it'll be fine. You won't need to soak anything. You won't need to scrub anything because it's rinsed off after you're done eating and everything, and it won't have time to stick onto the plate or bowl or anything or whatever you're using.
And that's going to need to soak for a little bit longer. Trust me, ladies, I did not want to believe it either, but after trying it, the men might be onto something here. Womansplaining Men to Women 21.
It's a lazy thing to do, but it works. Most of the time, a lot of the lazy people will find an ingenious way to do something that takes the least amount of work, because they find the laziest way to do it that ends up being the same result or a better result.
Men do not like being mean to women. If you have a problem, they want to fix it so badly. However, they also cannot help being smartasses if your problem is not a real problem. If you approach a man with a problem and it is a hiccup at best, I'm sorry, you're about to get roasted.
Yeah. See, what the thing is, a lot of the times I know some women just want to vent and want somebody to listen without giving a solution. But if you go to a man or your father or something, it is instinctual for us to give a solution to the problem. It's how we are built. It's how we're wired. Give us a problem, we'll try and find a solution either out loud or internally. It's just how we are. We can't help it. But if the problem you come to us, if you want us to just listen and not come up with a solution or anything, tell us that. Because if you don't tell us that, we're going to try and come up with a solution. But if the problem you're coming to us with is minuscule at best, we're not really going to take it seriously. Because it's not a problem that requires too much attention, or it's just not really a problem worth worrying about.
He has to. I'll give you an example. I had a buddy who had a girlfriend who was always saying things like, I should just get a boob job. All your exes had big boobs. I bet you wish I had big boobs. All the time. Finally, one day, she said it again. She goes, I should just get a boob job. And he just straight up said, in front of God and everybody, maybe you should. Sounds like you want one. Now, to his girlfriend, was this the right answer? No. But does he regret it? No. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, all right. Most men, I'd say probably 8 to 9 out of 10 men do not care about the size of your tits. We don't. Like me, I don't give two shits. You could be flat as a board, or you can be as big as Hitomi Tanaka. Look her up if you want. She's a Japanese AV star. But yeah, flat as a board, or up to to people who watch anime, flat as a board or tsunade. We do not care. Now, if you want to get some sort of work done on you because you think it'll make you feel better, feel more confident or whatever, go right ahead, do it. It's up to you. You do you, girl. But if you're doing it because you think it will please your man, 8 to 9 times out of 10, I can probably guarantee that he does not care about the size of your tits. Does not care. Now, if you say stupid shit like this, like maybe I should get a boob job, maybe I should do this, say it enough times, say it enough times to the guy you're dating, he's going to give you an answer you're not going to like, just to mess with you or piss you off, because you have bugged him way too many fucking times about it. Maybe I should get a boob job. He's probably going to say, yeah, maybe you should. He's going to tell you that knowing you're not going to like that answer, because you came to him with that complaint too many times, finally got fed up with it, and he's going to say something that's going to bug you just to get you to stop saying it, or just to piss you off.
Actually, I have another one for you, fresh off the griddle. I'm actually still kind of mad about this one. So my buddy's girlfriend is complaining to him about something going on in her life, and he's on his phone just kind of nodding, agreeing, saying like, yeah, that sucks. Well, I guess he wasn't comforting her well enough, because she abruptly just gets up and goes, thanks for the support, and storms off. And he's sitting there like, what? That's when he gets his first paragraph in text form, yes, even though she's right upstairs, of her describing that he doesn't really love her based off of his actions. He tries to explain, I would have loved to hug and comfort and hold you during this if I had known that that's what you needed, but you did not communicate that. She proceeds to say, yes, I did. I said, thanks for your support. He says, that's not communication, that's sarcasm. She says, no, it wasn't. So he says, then you're welcome.
All right, here's the thing with stuff. There is a difference between communication and comprehension. You can communicate all you want, but unless one or both parties comprehend what the communication is about, stuff is going to get miscommunicated. It's going to go right over somebody's head, or somebody's just not going to get it. You have to make sure the person you're communicating with is comprehending what you're trying to communicate. If you like the person she's describing, like if the lady wanted her boyfriend to comprehend that she wanted him to hold her, cuddle her, or tell her it's going to be okay or whatnot, she has to make that very clear that's what she wants. You can't just communicate and expect your man or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever you both are at the time, you can't expect them to read your mind on what you want. You have to make it clear of what you want. You can't just leave it up for interpretation. Communication and comprehension, they need to both go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other, or misunderstandings or stuff will not be communicated properly. You need to have them both.
Both situations that could have been easily solved if they just communicated properly. Situation 1, hey boyfriend, are you happy with my boobs? Yes, problem solved. Situation 2, hey boyfriend, can you come comfort me? Yes, problem solved. Guys don't have problems doing either of those things. Ask any dude, a handful is all you need. But for the second scenario, this is where I went from you can still work things out to you need to dump her immediately. Do you want to know what the personal issue was that she was complaining about? So she was planning on visiting her parents, who happen to own multiple properties. They're not rich or anything, they just happen to inherit them after family members passed. So when she visits, she's used to using one of those homes for herself. Well, she was complaining because this particular time she was not going to get to use one of the homes for herself, which was a major inconvenience for her because her parents were renting them out to Ukrainian refugees from the war.
Okay. This is what I mean about a minuscule problem. If she's complaining about the fact that she can't use one of the houses for her fun time, men are not really going to take that seriously. That is not something worth complaining about. It's really not. If you can't use a place to get your rocks off, and you're going to complain about that to your friend, boyfriend, or whatever, you're not going to take that seriously. Because that is not a problem worth complaining about. There are plenty of other places you can go to get your fucking rocks off. Public or private.
As a Ukrainian, may I just say, Always remember, men will help you if you're not a dumbass. Use hints and men won't understand. Ask and they'll give you the moon from the sky.
Yes. Use hints. This is one thing I'd probably say 95 to 99% of men hate. We hate the fact that you keep trying to give us hints or clues or shit and expect us to understand them or read your fucking mind. Don't do that. You want something from us? Ask. Make it.
There's no other options. Facts. Men have conquered entire countries for women. In fact, for about 500 years between the 1400s and the 1900s, women were 27% more likely to wage war than men. And they weren't doing the fighting. Men were, obeying what their queen told them to do. And just so we're clear, passive-aggressive comments are not the same as asking. Do you think Queen Isabella took Granada from the Moors, unifying Spain and giving rise to history's first global superpower by going, sure love that we haven't evoked that siege of Granada yet. No, it's fine. I'm fine. No, I love it this way. No, a queen is firm and direct and tells people exactly what she wants. That's how she convinced Christopher Columbus to go steal America. Yep, that's right. The reason most of you are here is because a woman told a man what she wanted. Oh, but keep thinking that the reason things aren't getting done is because he's not getting your hints. I'll wait. We'll all wait. Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 23. I'm going to cover a lot in this one. Okay, so I found this article on BuzzFeed that was things men secretly do that's gross. And I say secretly because men would freely admit to this shit. But I have to admit, a lot of this stuff is efficient. Let's look at some and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, number one, and I knew this would be on here, peeing in the shower. I mean, duh, even...
It has been said that if you pee in the shower, you save gallons of water from flushing. So, even women do this. And don't you women deny it. Not all women, but plenty of women do this too. They pee in the shower. Because it's you have to go. You're not just going to hop out of the shower and pop a squat and just pee. You're in the shower. It's going down the drain. It's all going to the same place. Just piss there. That easy.
Urologists will tell you there's nothing wrong with peeing in the shower. What is the difference between peeing in the shower drain and peeing in a different drain a foot away? Besides, I know most of you are flushing with the toilet seat open, shooting the bacteria up everywhere, at least when you pee.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to flush, make sure the toilet seat's down, because the particles that are in the toilet will fly up onto your comb, on your toothbrush, on many of other things. So it's a lot healthier, and it's a lot more hygienic if you close the toilet seat and then flush. That way you don't have all these particles going up into the air.
Down the shower drain, there's no plume. And that gross habit actually ties in with this one. Blowing their nose in the shower. Gee, sorry for reducing tissue waste. It's not men's fault that the hot steam from the shower creates the perfect environment to break down the mucus and clean their nasal cavities. They're just opportunists. Cutting their fingernails and leaving the clippings laying around. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that women always go around the bathroom picking up every single piece of their nail they clip. You know how women never forget to sweep afterward? Shaving and not taking the time to wash away the whiskers that fall in the sink. Oh yeah, that also reminds...
This is the thing. If I'm actually using shaving cream and a razor, then yeah, it's going down the drain with the water. If I'm buzzing like this off, I make sure to put like a plastic bag in the sink. That way all this falls on the plastic bag. I can crinkle up the bag and just throw it in the trash. That way none of the hair is getting in the sink.
Reminds me of the way that women always clean out their long-ass hairs from the shower drain. As if we don't do that thing where when we get a loose hair on our fingers in the shower, we don't like wipe it on the wall and create this weird wall of hairs. Farting loudly when there's no one on the street with them. The sentence literally justifies itself. You know, according to some philosophers, if no one was there, the man didn't even fart. On really hot days, shaking their leg vigorously to unstick their balls from their thigh.
Every man does this. Every single man on earth does this. That's why you also see a lot of men do a wide step. Every guy knows this. Every guy does this.
Ma'am, would you rather his balls solder onto his leg? Let him live. Peeing in a bottle because the toilets are too far away.
Okay, I don't do this. I think that's fucking weird. Now, if you're out fishing and stuff, then yeah, you kind of either... Like ice fishing. Some people piss in a bottle, or in boat fishing, some people pee in a bottle, or they just do it right over the boat. But yeah, I mean, truck drivers. I think truck drivers actually do this because they're on the road. There's no gas station or anything that's nearby, so they have to do this because they have to keep driving and they don't want.
I think she's just jealous, honestly. I know I am. That'd make road trips so much easier. Peeing standing further back from the toilet than usual just to work on their marksmanship. Y'all.
A lot of guys do this when they're when they have a boner. A lot of guys do that when they have that.
Really out here turning the average bathroom trip into the Highland Games. Alright, I might have penis envy. Picking out wads of toilet paper lodged in their butt crack. Oh my god, men have to hold in their farts, leave their balls stuck to their legs, and now they have to leave toilet paper in their ass? Talk about unrealistic beauty standards. Wearing jeans for more than a month without washing them. Nah, we stand purgatory jeans on this channel. It is the way.
I actually do my laundry once a week, so I don't ever do that.
Eating something that fell on the ground because it was only on the ground for like 5 seconds. It's like nothing. Hell yeah, dude. Men are resourceful. They're not going to waste
the 3 to 5
that.
second
Plus, they're
rule.
going to improve their immune system. Combo breaker. Going to the bathroom and letting the last drop of pee fall into their underwear. Ooh, ladies, you do not want to compare urine droplets to female discharge. That is not a war you want to fight. The fact of the matter is, men are gross, but we love it. And society depends on it. Slaughterhouse work, plumbing, portable toilet cleaners,
Yeah, men are gross, but you women ain't any better. You're just as nasty, if not worse. So don't complain at us men for being gross when you women are just as bad.
sewage cleanup, mortuary embalming, disgusting, filthy jobs predominantly dominated by men. Because we don't want to do it. We all benefit from it, but most women are not willing to be that gross. So instead of being mad at men for willing to be grosser than us, how about a thank you?
Have some fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below about all these different things that men do. If there are any other videos you'd like to see me react to, please make sure to comment them on my Discord or on in the comments below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I have a channel over on Twitch that I stream to every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays. Links to my Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and Discord are all in the description below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.